Hey, come on in, y'all. Y'all ready for this review? Lord have mercy. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. Hey, Kikan, thanks for sharing the live out. Thank you so much. I'm ready to get into this. Basketball Wives. Basketball Wives reunion season 8. Season 8 part 1. Okay. Lord Jesus. Make sure y'all let me know off tops. Who are you guys siding with now after we saw reunion part 1? Are y'all still Kikan? Woo! If that wasn't a hot mess, I probably would have just got up and left after, 2-hour delay. 2-hour delay because they didn't want OG on the set. So, as I was saying, y'all let me know whose side are you on. Are you siding with OG or are you siding with Evelyn? Because last time we discussed the Basketball Wives, we discussed how OG was making accusations that they were practicing colorism on the show, even though she is not the only, dark skin or brown skin person on the show, because we also have Kristen, we also have Malaysia, we also have Jen, and Jen really wasn't even on the show too much this season, so I don't even know if I really want to count her. What's up, The Real Brooklyn? Yeah, I had the audience waiting 2 hours. I'm like, I hope they got snacks like you said, or water, or a chiclet, a stick of gum, something. Shoot, that. I don't know how the ladies survived on set. They probably kept going back and forth, getting their makeup touched up and everything, because when you sitting under them lights for 1 hour alone, shoot, you trying to hope that you don't sweat because how bright the lights are. She was sitting under this light in my area where my desk is. By the time I'm up to around an hour with you guys, I'm up here like, oh, my makeup sweat because the light is bright. But thanks for coming in, Real Brooklyn. Make sure you guys hit the like button and share it out if you can. And those who are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But so yeah, let me know whose side are y'all on. Are y'all still thinking that OG is correct as far as, them treating her differently because of her color? Or do you think that the ladies, only problem that they have with her is the fact that they think that she's overly aggressive? You said the colorism is out of line. I don't agree with it. OG keeps hinting at her skin color, but her features has nothing to do with her skin tone. And I actually don't think that it's the color either. I mean, I'm not saying OG is totally wrong. As far as the color though, I don't think that they're treating her differently because of her color, but I do believe that they think she is ugly. And that's just, I done heard them say some things. They done posted some things on their social media page. You know, some people think OG is a beautiful black person, uh woman, female, and some people have said on and off the show that they think she is not attractive at all. So I do believe, just like Phoebe, she told her straight up, yeah, I said you ugly. And you ugly. Hey Roxanne, hey, how you doing, love? Thanks for checking in with me tonight. I actually think OG now okay, let me say this the right way, because I do not think she's ugly. I think that when she first came on the show last season, I think that she really needed some serious wardrobe help. But I think that's mainly because she's a football player. She's been playing football for some time now. And I don't think she really, like, I don't know, like, I don't play football or nothing, but like, I'm a tomboy. And 99.99% of the time, if you ever see me out anywhere, unless I'm going to church or probably going to my part-time job at the nursing home, I'm in a t-shirt, some jeans, some sneakers. 99.9999% of the time. So when it's time for me to buy something to wear to an event, like really, spiffy, like, I'll be like, oh, I need to find somebody to go shopping with me, because I don't know what's in. I don't know what style. I don't know what's, I'm not a dressy person. I don't have dresses and all that kind of stuff like that. My closet is full of sneakers, tennis shoes. I got some high heels that I haven't wore in a very, very, very long time. But other than that, I don't really have girly stuff. But yeah, her makeup and her wardrobe definitely has changed since the first time we saw her. So, and her makeup, who's ever been doing it lately, the last few episodes, and her hair, I really like it. But still, I don't think she's ugly. I just think she got some really strong features, but that's what I think. But I don't think she's ugly. Like, Phoebe outright was like, you ugly. And then she said Phoebe called her a gorilla. And then Evelyn had put on her page, she put a picture of a gorilla on her social media, so I guess that's why she's thinking it's colorism, because they called her a gorilla and Evelyn put one on her page. Y'all think that's why? Hey Taurus, hey, how you doing? What's going on? We just discussed it basketball wise. The reunion, that is part 1. Roxanne, you said her mask. What did you say? Roxanne, you said her masculine side is coming through. Lord, who said that? Oh my God. Hey, Chupacabra. Ooh, did I say it right this time? I think I said it right the first time. Chupacabra. Is that correct? Hey, I think I got your name right. But yeah, that was not nice at all. And you know what? If they kick her off the show and Phoebe stays on the show, I don't know how much of it I'm going to watch next season, if anything, because they have renewed it for season 9. So I don't know. What are y'all thinking? Do y'all want Phoebe to stay on the show? Or, I mean, what does Phoebe really bring to the show? And I know she's new and everything, and she's still getting her feet wet and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not feeling her. I'm not feeling her, especially over these last few episodes and the way she went off on Jackie. Lord have mercy. But y'all gotta let me know. But that 2-hour wait that they had at the beginning of the show, because of the fact that they didn't want OG on there, they said they didn't want OG on there because she's really aggressive. and they act like they fear their safety. Like on the reunion show, like she would come across Carl and jump over the table and mollywop one of them on the set. I don't think she would take it that far. I don't think they really have anything to fear. And like Carl even said, the host, he even said, what's so different about OG? You said people are trying to get the show banned. A lot of people are not feeling the show because of Shaunie and Evelyn and the way that OG is being treated. Because my opinion, and this is just my opinion, but like Carl said, he said, what's so different from OG from some of y'all in the past? Like, especially Evelyn. I mean, who has been the most aggressive women on the show as of today? Evelyn and Tammy. And even though Tammy's not renewing, she's done with the show. She's like, deuces, I'm out. But the most aggressive that I didn't see on there has been Tammy and Evelyn. And I'm like, OG ain't done nothing compared to Tammy and Evelyn. So how hypocritical is that to want her off the show and talking about y'all fear for y'all life? You said Evelyn, yeah, Evelyn the bully, Mo. What's up, Mo? Torres, you said we need to make an Omaha housewife. Is that, oh my God, Torres, you don't know how many times I have said that we should have a either a Housewives of Omaha reality show. See, people who ain't from Omaha, Torres, they don't know how it be popping up here. They don't have no understanding. They don't have no understanding. I know we might be slower than a lot of the bigger cities, you know, we might be a little slower, you know, but I'm telling y'all, the same stuff y'all deal with in y'all bigger cities, we deal with it here as well. But yes, OG, Evelyn would be sent to the OR. And Evelyn, the thing is, Evelyn is used to being a bully. She's used to being a bully. She's used to everybody, you know, being scared of her, being scared to talk back or stand up to her. And she met her match. And she thinks that she can just mistreat people any kind of way, and then she get away with it because that's what's been going on for years. Evelyn has been getting, like, the things they said Cece, Kristen said that Cece has been getting away with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff like forgetting, you know, stuff that she's been doing and, you know, stuff like that. Evelyn has been getting away with a lot of stuff. Time after time, season after season after season. Oh, Evelyn met them bushes. Good thing it wasn't no sticker bushes, huh? Because her, I'm telling y'all, I rewound that scene over and over and over. I rewound that scene when she fell in them bushes over and over and over and over. I was like, this, because I couldn't tell at first if she ran and tripped, because that girl was hauling ass. Evelyn was gone. You know how Evelyn be when she took off and started running. That's how she always be when she about to run up on somebody and try to hit them or throw something at them. I swear, did she used to run track? I really need to find out if Evelyn used to run track, because that girl be hauling. She was like, pew, and then next thing I know, she was in the bushes picking up grass and stuff off her clothes and out of her hair. I was like, what done happened? What had happened? Oh, you said the Omaha Hood Housewife. Now that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one too. I ain't married, but I want to be on the show, because if they can have a basketball wives show, and how many of them is married to basketball players? If they can have an Atlanta Housewives show, and how many of them are actually married in Atlanta? I should be on a show if we had an Omaha show that said married, because, and that's another thing. When are these people going to get married? I mean, what are the qualifications now for these shows? You just got to have a baby daddy or two. who, you know, still play ball or used to play ball. You don't even have to be married anymore. You don't even have to be dating anybody that plays basketball anymore. You can just come on the show. I'm like, come on now. This ain't how it all started. This ain't. I done took out the good glass again tonight, y'all. And that's what some people are so sick of. They're like, okay, this started off as Basketball Wives, and hold on, let me think. Okay, Kristen, Shani, no, Evelyn, she was with Carl. I think they broke up. Malaysia, no. Okay, which ones are married again? besides Jackie. Besides Jackie, she's still married to a basketball player. Jackie don't count. Jackie's still married to a basketball player. He might not play ball, but she's still married, and he's an ex-NBA player. Now, about these other ones, and about Phoebe, because she got a baby daddy, and because she's from New York, where Evelyn from, that's her pass to come on the show, because she got a baby daddy that played for a team in California, and because she's from Evelyn's hood. That's her pass. They need to get rid. Oh, and Kristen and her husband. I forgot about her. Kristen and her husband. We don't hardly see her husband that much. That's why I think that's probably why I forgot about him. But I mean, the rest of them are like, they came in. I guess it's like this. I guess a lot of people is looking at it like this. In the beginning, mostly everybody had a basketball man. Now it's like people can come on the show who have exes that played, or they got babies or kids by somebody who played. Like, can we get some current people who are married to some current players? I mean, can we? That's all I'm saying. If Phoebe comes back, I don't know if I'll watch next season. There's a lot of women out here who are playing basketball. I mean, who have men, husbands, boyfriends, fiancés, who are playing in the NBA. They need to switch these ladies up. They need to switch them out. I can see maybe leaving Shani on here because, you know, gotta leave. You know, we gotta have a head, you know. But if there was anybody that you wanted to stay, like out of all the ladies on the show, if they were to switch them around and put some new ladies on the show, who would y'all like to stay and who would y'all like to go? Like, would you want Jackie to stay? Or would you want Malaysia to stay? Kristen, OG, Phoebe. Tammy's out of here. Evelyn. Any of them that you would like to stay? That's what I need to know. Because I would really like to switch up, and as much as I like Malaysia, we can switch her out. We can get rid of Phoebe because she's brand new. Yes, we can get rid of Cece. Definitely, we can get rid of Cece. You said Malaysia stays. Okay, we're going to have to flip a coin on that, Keycan. We're going to have to flip a coin. Torres, you said, what's OG's real name? Her real name is Ogum. It's Ogum. Ogum. She played female football. You know that, but that what is it called? Bikini? Where they play football in bikinis, or not bikinis, lingerie. I said bikinis. Ooh, that would be a mess. If they play football in bikinis, that would be a mess. Okay, I'm sorry. They play in lingerie. The female football league that plays football in lingerie. OG, I think she was doing that for about 7 years, and she just retired this year. But Yeah, geez, oh, she's a beast on that football field. But she's Nigerian. She has a Nigerian background, which is another reason why her features are so strong. And I think is totally wrong how those ladies feel like they can call her a gorilla or a monkey or something like that because of her strong features. Like we all from Africa, one way or another, in our blood. We are from, you can trace us all the way back to Africa. And of course, people who still live over there, they have a lot of strong features. The men, the women, the children. So I think that's horrible how they make fun of her features because I mean she's from Nigeria and they have strong features over there. They have strong African features over there. So I think that's messed up. I just think it's messed up. And they act like they don't realize it. They act like they do not realize it. You said OG and Phoebe can go. They can even get rid of Evelyn, but bring back Brandy and Duffy. Oh yeah, Duffy. Duffy was a mess. Reese, you know what? I thought about Reese. I thought about Reese because Reese was talking stuff on her social media page about Evelyn. And the whole situation with Evelyn and OG. And she was telling OG how Evelyn is always going to spin it. She's always going to spin the narrative to make it seem like she's a victim, like she is. She's spinning the narrative like she is a bit like you done bully people. Oh, how many seasons that girl been on there? At least 5 or 6 or 7. I mean, she been on there for a long time. And you've been the biggest bully on there all these seasons, and now that somebody doesn't want to back down for you and they done thumped you in the forehead and knocked you in the bushes and you went tumbling down. Now you want to put a restraining order? Like Carl, the host, he was like, but there's people on here that done hit people with stuff, then threw stuff at people, done picked up furniture. Like, okay, when Malaysia picked up that table, I think Malaysia picked up a table twice since she's been on this show. People done picked up chairs, thrown chairs and everything. And OG has to be kicked off the show because she acts aggressive. Okay, so she said she gonna whoop y'all butt. She ain't gonna really whoop y'all butt, but she telling y'all that she can whoop y'all butt. That's the difference. But Evelyn has said that before. Tammy has said that before. Jackie has said that before. A lot of them done said they was gonna whoop somebody's butt on that show. So again, hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. You said they bring the drama. What's that? Keegan said they bring the drama, so that's why they won't get rid of either of them. That's true. That's true. But a lot of people felt some type of way about Reese. Remember when Reese was on there? Reese used to get a lot of flack sometime on that show. A lot of people, I can't remember off the top of my head why a lot of people didn't like Reese. You said Evelyn didn't want to beat up excuse me, you said Evelyn didn't want to beat up next season. That's why she wanted her gone. That but Mo, you probably right, Mo. You probably right. Keegan said, honestly, Cece doesn't serve a purpose, so she can go and we will thank you. Cece can bounce. I can go without Cece. I sure can. I can go without Cece. I can go without Phoebe. I guess, let's see. How many ladies on the show? It's like 1, 2, it's like 7, right? Shani, Ev, Jen, Kristen, Phoebe, Malaysia, Cece, and Jackie. So it's 8, right? Am I missing somebody? Because Tammy's already gone. I think it's 8. If I'm counting correctly, I think it's 8. So I guess if I had 4, let's see if I can get rid of half. Because as long as Shani there, Evelyn is going to be there. Evelyn could do everything wrong, and Evelyn will still have a space on that TV show. So, Shani and Evelyn and Jackie and Malaysia, they will probably be like the top four. If they were to switch some of them out, they would probably keep those four. And then they would probably get rid of the other ones. Because Jen, what is Jen bringing to it right now? Jen ain't really been here the whole season. She pops in and out, just like Tammy used to do, pop in and out. I'm surprised Jen is even still on the show. I'm surprised she didn't turn in her quitting papers, her walking papers. You said they can bring Jennifer and Dominique to replace Cece. I do like Dominique. Dominique to me kind of reminds me of OG. Now, she ain't like push nobody or nothing like that, but when she was defending Jen, oh yeah, Evelyn them could get it. Dominique, I'm gonna call her Neek Neek. I got two nephews named Dominique, my nephew and my grandnephew, and I call them Neek Neek. Evelyn could get it from Neek Neek, for real. Neek don't play. Neek do not play. But it's time for Evelyn to change. You know, like how you 50 something years old and you still running 1,000 miles an hour down a concrete road to fight somebody. Like you need to simmer down. You need to sat your butt down somewhere and act your age. And that's the problem. They want to keep thinking they're young and all that. Just because you look good and just because you can probably pull some dude in their 20s or 30s don't mean you have to act like you still in your 20s and 30s. They need to show some maturity on the show. Like one thing I agree with Phoebe. Even though I could care less if she come back or not, one thing I can agree with Phoebe when she said about Jackie. She said, I got on this show because I thought I could learn stuff for some of you veterans. Like you a married woman. You've been with a basketball player all these years. You've been on the show all these years. You got this and that going on. She was like, I thought I could learn stuff like that from you guys. That's why I really wanted to be on the show. Because I sure was trying to wonder what was her real reason to be on the show. As far as Phoebe goes, like when she first got on the show, the first day she was on the show, they was like asking her questions and stuff. And she said the reason why she moved to LA in the first place, this is what she said, was because her children's father plays basketball in California. And then, of course, you know, she cool with Evelyn. So Evelyn brought her, you know, I guess she introduced her to, you know, the producers, to Tammy, you know, and got the A-OK to have her on the show. But then she was talking about she was there to make music. I didn't see her in the studio once. And that's probably why OG's man was talking crap about her and her music that ain't going nowhere. Like, why was they talking about Kwame? Like, what did Kwame do to them? You did y'all hear Kwame going in on Phoebe? He was like, you need to go try to get your man back. Mo said, hold on, let me highlight your comment. Mo said Shani can go laugh out loud, just stay behind the scenes. I doubt if she'd be able to do that, Mo, for real. I think if she even had the option to stay behind the scenes, I think she would still try to pop her head in there because Shani loves the mess. She loves the mess and she likes to be right in the middle of it. Like some people don't like to be in the mess. They don't like to be in like she might not be causing it, but she likes it to come. She likes to see the effects and the after effects of all the drama. That's why when people is about to claw each other eyes out, Shani is, oh, let's have dinner. Let's go on a field trip. Let's go to the vineyard and pick some grapes and make some wine. Let's go. She always trying to get the ladies together when she know they can't stand each other. Shawnee loves the mess. She loves the mess. You said nothing. They were just mean. But he was like, now somebody said they are glad that Kwame was taken up for his woman. Now, y'all remember on some of these TV shows, I don't know if y'all watch like Married to Medicine, that show. That's the first one that comes to mind when I think of men or husbands taking up for their wives or girlfriend. And the ladies of the group tell them, they need to stay in a man's place. They shouldn't be, interfering, or this is none of their business. Or, do y'all feel like that as far as what Kwame, his reaction was the other night? Or do y'all feel like he had the right to step up, for his, or, back his woman up? Me personally, I liked it. I did. I cannot lie. I don't think he went too far though, because sometimes as far as men goes, when your wife or girlfriend is dealing with some females or has a problem with little drama going on, I don't think they necessarily should break their neck to be in the mess. You know what I mean? Like trying to start more drama or getting in the other lady's face, stuff like, I don't agree with none of that. But when he was telling her, like, because they were talking about him and he was like clapping back. He was clapping back, like, hold up, how about you go get your man back with your non-rapping self? He said, what did he say? I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said that's why your album or your music ain't going nowhere or something like that. You said I'm good with him supporting OG, but she can handle her own. Yeah, she can. She can't handle her own. But I wasn't mad about it. And maybe because it was Phoebe. Maybe it was because it was Phoebe that I was like, okay, Kwame, okay. We really don't hear much from Kwame. We really don't. Even last season, we really didn't hear much from Kwame. Most of the time they was Skyping when he was staying, out the country playing ball. But I liked it. I was like, okay, all right, hey, it's okay. He didn't take it too far. Now, if he would have went too far, like calling her out of her name and stuff like that, nope. Kwame, exit right. We about to take 2 more hours because you ain't about to be on the set because we about to find you somewhere else to go. So we need a 2 more hour intervention on top of the 2 hours that they was late because they didn't want OG on the set. You said women mouth are reckless, so if either of them went at Kwame for real, OG would never be. Oh, you right, Keehan. You right. But I could see out of all the women though on the show, I could see Phoebe going there. I really can. I can see her going there. I don't know if she's just trying too hard to like what they were saying about Kristen. They were saying Kristen, she was trying to be or try to fit in with Evelyn and Shawnee. Do y'all think that was the case with her and with Phoebe? Because with Kristen, this was CC and OG was saying. The whole reason why that big argument ensued in the first place, like Kristen is on social media saying she was not the one who started the beef with CC, but everybody else is accusing Kristen of starting a beef with CC. And if I think back, I think they're right. I think they're right because CC, Kristen started the whole thing by saying Byron wasn't spending time. Remember last episode when she was all angry and she was like, and he don't come and see the grandbabies and he's a horrible grandpa. Kristen was going off last season. And so that kind of kicked it off, right? That kind of kicked it off. And I think Cece felt compelled that she had to, stick up for her fiance at the time, boyfriend, fiance at the time, Byron. And that's what kicked it off. I mean, do y'all remember it starting some other way? Because the only other way I see that it could have started is, remember about the incident? Remember the Happy Place? Remember the Happy Place incident? Now that could have been where it started, but I still think that was Kristen's fault, because Kristen and Cece came on the show together. They were cool before they came on the show, but as soon as Kristen got on the show, and I see why OG and Cece said she was trying to fit in with Evelyn and Shani, because when they were talking about her, her massage, is it a massage parlor that she has? A massage parlor or tanning, something like that. I think it's a massage parlor or something like that. And they were saying how they heard that she was giving men happy endings at the end of their massages. And she was really offended because they saying this on national TV that she has a massage parlor that men can come in, and after they get their back rubbed on, they can get their front rubbed on, if you know what I mean, and send them off to a happy place. She was offended by that. And Kristen, if I remember correctly, Kristen did not stand up for her. She did not. And they basically like family. And I think what happened was, remember, Cece had ran outside because her feelings was hurt. Kristen came out there and started yelling and screaming at her and telling her, I'm sick and tired of you not standing up for yourself, or some. Y'all remember that? Girl, yes, Key-Can. Hold on. Let me highlight your comment. None of them know what loyalty is. And Mo said she sold Cece out just to have some fake friends. Bingo. Because it's like this. First of all, if Cece, okay, everybody has a friend. Like, okay, I have some friends. I know if I go somewhere, and something pop off, and I get into a situation that's not my fault. I'm just defending myself. I know my friend would have my back, and we be up there, hey, who's swinging first? You punch, I mace, I kick, you stomp. It's teamwork makes the dream work. But then you have friends also who are more laid back and reserved. And they'll be the ones, no, Tanya, let's just go. It's okay. We don't have to fight. They dumb, they stupid. Let them, let's walk away. Everybody has one or the other, in their circle. And I like having both, because sometimes it's that cool-headed friend that kept me from being locked up. 100. Friends like that, I thank God for. Like, I remember times when, Tanya, let's go. It ain't worth it. And I know, I'm like, hey, they done saved me. So sometimes you need both friends. And Cece is that friend that's like, okay, let's, it's okay. I don't want to fight. But you don't put them down for being that way. If that's your friend for so long, you already know how they are. So if somebody does something to them and they just want to be like, AK, forget it, let's go. We didn't argue. I didn't say what I said. They didn't say what they said. I'm walking away. You don't sit up there and be yelling and screaming at them. Go back in there. I don't know if y'all remember that scene, but I remember that scene oh so well. And at that point, I thought Kristen was dead wrong. Now, if Cece wanted to go back in there and be like, hey, whoop. But see, the thing about it is, I think if Cece would have still went back in there, Kristen still would have probably been on the other lady's side. Because from the very beginning, she did act like she was really trying to fit in and get approval by Shani and Evelyn. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You said, honestly, Byron is the alpha of the family. He could have been squashed that beef. He could have been squashed the beef. But remember when what was that, about 2-3 weeks ago? I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago when Byron had posted on social media that Kristen was lying about, okay, y'all remember when Kristen was all up in arms, all on TV, because she said she had invited Byron to their home for dinner and he didn't show up and he went to a baseball game. Remember that? And like a week or so later, Byron went on social media and said that's a flat out lie. He said he had already talked to his son ahead of time and told his son that he wanted to meet with him one-on-one to discuss what was going on, and that his son already knew he had a baseball game that he was attending. Byron said he did attend the game, and then he also said that he don't understand why they were on the show making a fake like he really missed dinner and like he really, stood them up for a baseball game. Hey, storyline. Kristen has to keep her storyline. So on that note, I do believe Byron, what he said, that he never was supposed to go over their house to have dinner. And if you remember back on that show, Kristen was the one that was all, rah, 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 rah. And her husband, he was all chill, like eating his dinner, like, yeah, okay, I mean, it's all about the storyline. It's all about the storyline because, again, none of them really have a storyline going on besides Shani. The rest of them is just on the show. They literally are just on the show. And that's why some people think that they need to be switched out, because they really don't have a storyline. They just up there arguing and fighting and beefing over silly stuff every single episode. And the only one that's really got something going on outside of this TV show is Shani. Well, Tammy, she got her hands in something else, but she didn't quit. She told them heifers, I done had enough. I done had enough of y'all. Y'all crazy heifers. I'm out. I'm out this piece. That's what Tammy told him. You saw that, King Ken? I was like, I believe him. For some reason, I do believe him. And I do believe that Kristen blew this all out of proportion. Like, all out of proportion. I really do. And Malaysia, yeah, she has different businesses. Yeah, Malaysia, she got her hands in something. Tammy, even though she's leaving. Shani. I thought Evelyn was doing something, but I don't know anymore. The last thing I remember Evelyn doing was, remember when she made those t-shirts? Remember when she made those t-shirts like a couple of seasons back? And what was that phrase that everybody used to say? What was that phrase that she used to say? And everybody started saying it. And then she started selling t-shirts. Oh my God, y'all. Do y'all remember the phrase? What was it? Oh my God. Some of y'all gotta remember. Y'all gotta help me now. I'm having a brain fart. When you're non-fact. Thank you, Ron. Let me highlight your comment. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ken. I'm up here like, what is it? Because I used to say it to people all the time. You a non-mofo factor. And I wanted a t-shirt too. But other than that, I can't remember what else. Evelyn, I know she was doing something. But I mean, as far as on the TV show, though, they really don't have a storyline. So if they bring all of them back next season, I hope it's a little bit more interesting. You know, just something besides like, okay, Kristen and Cece have been beefing for 2 whole seasons about Kristen calling Byron a bad grandpa. We tired of that. We tired of just take the kids over there, drop the kids off on the porch, and jump in the car and drive away. Have you ever known somebody do that? I know people who have personally done that before. Like if they had a baby daddy who really wasn't trying to, you know, be all involved with the children, and they would take the kid to the dude's house and they would put the kid on the porch, ring the doorbell, put the baby bag down, jump in the car and be like, and burn the heck out of there. Oh, child. You said, how are you? She had a show. That's right. She did. You know what, Raw? Thank you. Thank you. See, that's why I like going live. Because when I be forgetting stuff, y'all know stuff. And when y'all forget stuff, I remember stuff. And that's why I like going live. I hate just uploading videos and talking to myself and then uploading them. But yeah, Evelyn, yep, she sure did with her daughter. I wonder, did it get canceled just because of the ratings? Was it like low ratings? Or I don't think I've ever. Matter of fact, I know I never watched that show. I know I never watched it. Maybe because I forgot it was coming on, or I don't know. I am good, Raw Honesty. Raw Honesty. I love that name. I have always loved your name, Raw Honesty. Yes, I love live streams. I was talking to somebody today. I think he might still be in the chat. He might not, but he's a YouTuber from Omaha, where I'm from, Omaha, and he was in the chat. And I was talking to him earlier today and telling him like the benefits of going live, you know, on your YouTube channel, how it helps you interact with, you know, your supporters, family and friends. And it also helps you get, you know, views, clicks and views and stuff like that. So I was just explaining him to that, you know, some people are too shy to go live, but me, I always tell people just jump into it. That's the only way you're going to get used to going live is if you just turn that camera on and say, hello, what's up? I'm here. What we talking about today? You know, just get out there and do it. But I do understand that sometimes you can't always go live. You know, it's more beneficial to, you know, depending on how much time you got on your hands or, you know, to make the video and then upload it later. But, you know, in the end, you know, to each his own and stuff. But people who are new YouTubers, I always tell them, you know, give it a shot. Go live. You might like it. But hold on. Let me hold on. Making sure I didn't with the production and cut. Oh, Kikan, you said Tammy was like, I'm officially done with production and cast. Peace. She was out. I mean, I didn't even know that you could like, I mean, since she left like during the middle of the season, does she like get in trouble? Like, does she get like some money taken away from her contract? I mean, I wonder how that goes because she left like, I don't know what, like 3, 4. She ain't been on like the last 3 or 4 episodes. So Jackie pushed her breath on her. What? Kikan, why was I calling him Carl? Y'all let me call that man Carl. Oh. I've been calling Mark Carl since the beginning of this live. Oh, child. His name is Mark. Jackie better set her butt down, shoot. Oh, you know what was funny? What was funny? When Phoebe and Jackie was going back and forth talking about who had real body parts or who had plastic. Okay. Phoebe was telling Jackie that she knows she really wants. She was going like, you really want this body. And Phoebe's all of like 75, 80 pounds soaking wet. Jackie was like, whatever. You talking about I got fake stuff. What about you? And da 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 da. Phoebe, now I heard that she had her breasts done. I don't know. I don't care if she did. I don't care if she didn't. But she was sure up there talking about Jackie and her little work that she had done. And then Malaysia, I'm going to need some of y'all. Okay, I'm going to give y'all some homework. I'm going to do it too, though. I'm going to do it too. But y'all homework until before part 2 comes out, y'all homework is I'm going to need y'all to go back down the timeline, down through the last seasons, and I'm going to need y'all to get some photos of Malaysia, and I'm going to need y'all to find out if Malaysia has gotten lighter through the years. Because that's one argument that they had on the show tonight. And that was with OG in Malaysia. OG is making allegations that she bleaches her skin. Now, I've never heard that before. If y'all heard that before, let me know. I've never heard that before, but I don't put it past any of those celebrities or superstars, because a lot of them get into that stuff. A lot of them get into the skin bleaching because they want to be lighter. And so that's why OG kept yelling and screaming at her, talking about, what did she say? Live what you preach, or no, she said practice what you preach. She kept saying practice what you preach to Malaysia. And you said Malaysia definitely had work done, but I don't think she bleached her skin. Oh, I don't know. I got to do some homework. Ross said she has definitely gotten lighter. And she said, even in her video vixen days, she was darker. And you know what? If OG would have never said that, I wouldn't have even thought about it. Because, you see these ladies so much, and I don't know. It seemed like the seasons just sometimes blend together, and you don't always notice things, like that. Like, I don't know. Like, if somebody had their boobs done, I guess if they had like an A or a B and went to like a double D, I would notice. But if they went from like an A and a B to a D, I probably wouldn't take much notice unless they always was wearing stuff that was showcasing their cleavage. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That stuff I heard is dangerous, though. I heard bleaching your skin can be dangerous. I don't know. I think if I was dark skinned, I'm just saying, I'd be trying to be the flyest dark skinned chick in the room. Shoot, I love the skin I'm in. Shoot. And I have, you know what? There's this Facebook group that I joined probably about a week ago. Actually, somebody added me to the group. And it's a group about colorism, which was crazy to me because I literally just joined this group like a week ago. And then I hear them on the TV show on Basketball Wives talking about OG and colorism and Shawnee and Evelyn. I'm like, this is crazy. So in this Facebook group I'm in, they be talking about, there was a question today in the Facebook group. And it said, do you teach your children about colorism? And I had to think, I'm like, do I teach my children about colorism? Because my children are, I didn't say it before, most of y'all know, they're 2 boys, 22 and 18. And I was like, yeah, I taught my kids about colorism. I mean, not maybe necessarily in the way they were talking about it, but good night, Raw Honesty. Thanks for checking in with me tonight. Thank you. And you said, Keekan said, not to change the subject, but people are saying that about Jasmine Sullivan as Black people. We change. Ooh, Jasmine, they say that she bleached her skin. I love me some Jasmine Sullivan, girl, but I don't know. Some of these beautiful Black, dark-skinned women, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But as far as that post goes in the Facebook group, I was like, yeah, I guess I did kind of teach my sons about colorism, and in a way I did it because uh when I was growing up, like I'm light. I was much lighter when I was younger, and as you age, when you're light, you sometimes get darker. So when I was growing up, I was light, but I have a brother who's like really light skinned. He was like really light skinned, and we used to call him all bright, light, and all kind of just playing around, brother sister kidding. And so I had a younger brother. My youngest brother was really dark skinned, and I was lighter than him. And then my older brother, who was still under me, just the oldest one, he was really light. And so sometimes they would get into arguments. And back then it's like in the 90s, and they would get into arguments and they would talk about each other's skin complexion. Back then, I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, y'all wrong. Quit talking about each other. Y'all brothers, But sometimes they would beef kind of hard about that, and they would throw up. My one would talk about the dark one, the other one talk about the yellow one, and So when my sons were born, one of them is lighter, and one of them, my youngest son, he's so chocolate. I call him chocolate drop. He's so chocolate and handsome, and he look good. The boy be walking around with these deep set ocean waves in his hair. Mama, look at my waves. Mama, check my waves out. Mama, all the girls, I'm like, boy, if you don't sit your chocolate butt down somewhere. But he looked good. And I always made a point, since he was a very, very little child, since he was a toddler, that he is the most handsome chocolate child I've ever seen in my life. And with my son, being that I seen my brothers go through that when I was growing up, I always taught them, you lighter, he darker, but I don't give a doggone. I would treat both of y'all the same. I would punish both of y'all the same. And I would raise y'all both to treat each other the same, no matter what color. So I never allowed them to be disrespectful to the other one because he was dark and he was light. So I guess in a way, I did teach my children about colorism in a way, you know what I mean? But that's really important these days because Black people come in all different skin tones, and it's a thing out here with colorism. It's a thing out here, and I just heard who channel was I on? Wiley's. I don't know how many of y'all follow Wiley, but I had saw his live, and Michelle A.T. Elliott had called in, and 7 Stars had called in. Somebody else called in, but I can't remember. But I was mainly focused on 7 Stars and Michelle A.T. Elliott's, phone calls when they called into the Wiley show, and they was talking about colorism and how, it's really a serious thing. Like, it used to be really big back in the, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, but it seemed like it's still a big deal now with light-skinned girls or women treating darker women this different or thinking they better, or the blacks. I mean, and then the hair. Like, how many times do you see people dogging people out because they got natural hair? And then sometimes you hear people who are natural headed talking about people who got perms. Like, let people wear what they want. If you want to run around with your hair kinked up and, barely combable, that's your prerogative. If you want to put the crack in your hair, the silky crack in your hair, that's your prerogative. But yes, I think people should include that in everything else that you teach your kids while they growing up, colorism, because it's real out here. And Black people, we already have enough issues among ourselves and our communities besides looking at people different and treating people different because one of us might be lighter or darker than the other. But, that's just my little 2 cents on the colorism thing. But I'm going to go try to find those pictures and see if I can try to see if Malaysia actually did bleach her skin over the years, which some people, Raw Honesty and somebody else in the chat said that she did. Or she didn't say they bleached, but looks like she has gotten lighter over the season. So I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna see for myself if there's anything behind what OG is saying. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the live. It's 11 o'clock. I was trying to keep it under an hour. Y'all know I can be long-winded when I'm talking about these shows that we love to watch. But make sure you guys, if you haven't hit the like button already, please hit the like button. Please share the video. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And tomorrow night, we are going to be doing Greenleaf. Yeah, I think it's time for Greenleaf and Empire. I'll probably do Empire Saturday and do Greenleaf tomorrow. So one or the other. But anyway, hit the like button, y'all. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. And as usual, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night, everybody.